There's nothing like doing to get the full experience and knowledge that will allow you to move on to the next pod, to grow. You may plan something out meticulously from steps 1 through 10, but chances are that when you get to step maybe 3, or possibly even 4, or maybe even 2, you're already going in a little bit of a different direction than what you thought you were going to go through. That's the doing. That's what doing does. It allows you to get practical insight of what's happening in order to move to the next step. One thing is what you think may happen, and the other thing is what actually is going to happen. When I started doing these videos, I started with my old cell phone, and I think I recently mentioned in one of my not so distant videos that my cell phone screen broke. It's an old phone. I've had it for a while, so I found that it was a great opportunity to get a new phone. Now, keep in mind that with that phone is where I started making these videos. I quickly found out through a comment that I got on Instagram that the quality wasn't as pleasing to the eye as it could be. When I received that initial comment, I didn't really take much notice to it. I was like, what is he talking about or she talking about? I didn't understand. Then my daughter was nice enough to lend me her camera that she no longer uses as much, and I started using that camera. Once I started using that camera, everything of course looked better and seemed better and felt better as I was editing and putting these videos together. But it wasn't till I actually got my new phone, which is what I'm recording this on, that struck a chord to ask the right questions on why it looked a certain way. So by asking those questions, I went down the rabbit hole of figuring out why is it that the camera that my daughter lent me displayed an image that was more appealing to the eye. This quickly reminded me of the idea of getting your hands dirty and just getting in there and just starting anything that you're gonna start. Don't spend too much time in the planning process. Plan a very basic layout, beginning, middle, and end. But the main thing is to start. Start to see if you like it. Start to see if it's something that you want to continue doing. And if you know already that you like it and you've already done the first steps of just starting and yeah, it's something I want to continue and it's something that I want to do. Now just keep on going with whatever you have. Don't wait for the right tools. Don't wait for everything to line up perfectly. Do as much as you can with what you got. This way, you can figure out and ask the right questions, such as I did with the cell phone camera and a camera, and it'll allow you to know how to ask what questions and how to ask them so you can get the answers you want, and this will make the rest of your process even more enjoyable. So because of this whole new cell phone thing, I took most of my day to do work and then set up my cell phone, transfer files, update, all connect to network, all that good stuff. So it took a big part of my day, time that I used to shoot these videos. But I didn't want to not shoot a video. So I decided that I would shoot a video to try out my new phone that has a camera. So this is a camera that I'm using with my new phone for today's video. So other than that, I ain't got much more to say. We tried out the camera, we tried out the phone, we set up the phone. That's going to do it for today's video. So remember, whenever you want to try something, just start. Get your hands dirty, get in it, and it'll help you start asking the right questions to move on to the next pod and the next pod and the next pod. And more importantly, enjoy the process.